Hello, how y'all doing today? It's Rich Harshaw again, level 10 contractor. Here on the podcast, I have a couple of special guests with me. Usually I have one person. Today we've got two. I've got Chad Morgan and Shaina Ferguson. They're from QuickPage. Uh, how y'all doing, by the way?
Great.
Doing great.
Thanks for
Paul.
coming on today. Just wanted to give a quick intro as to what this is and why we're here and what you can expect today. I ran into Chad at a meeting that I spoke at a month or two ago. I think actually about 3 months ago at this point. Time goes fast. And he said, "Yeah, we've got this thing that's kind of a follow-up for your pipeline. Uh, uses technology, uses maybe AI, maybe not. We'll get into that in just a minute. I can't remember. But anyway, it's an automated follow-up. It's video oriented. And I said, yeah, that sounds pretty cool. And I was a little bit, I don't want to say I was dismissive, but I'm like, that's kind of sounds like, just some things that are out there. And he goes, no, 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 you gotta take a look at this. So he showed me the demo on his phone. And I went, oh, okay. Now I see what you're talking about. This thing is actually really cool. I wanted to bring him on the podcast. We've got Shaina on here who's going to be doing a demo for us. So this is one of those podcasts where if you're listening on audio, more power to you. We'll try to narrate as best as possible, but you may want to jump over to the YouTube version of this so you can actually see the demo because there's a lot of value in this. That's why I've asked him to come on. So, with that sort of intro, Chad, why don't you give a little bit of background as to what this is, explain it using words, and then we'll jump into the demo.
Yeah, no problem. So we're a video messaging tool for salespeople. Anything mid to high ticket, our tool is absolutely crushing it. It's pretty simple as far as like being able to wrap your head around it because 93% of communication is voice inflection and body language. So when you use video, first of all, it stands out, which is the first part of the sale. If you don't have attention, you don't have anything to grab a hold of. And then it builds really fast trust rapport, much faster than a plain text email, plain text, or just using a voice, leaving a voice message. So you're able to grab attention, build fast trust rapport. This is the foundation of a sale, and we make it very easy to do. And we integrate with almost all the tools out there.
Okay, so I think everybody's familiar with the concept of a video-based email or text message. The problem with these historically has been it's like, hey, I'm sending you a video. And then when you look at the video, it's actually just a picture that you click on, then it goes over to some other place, which I think yours does too, but you've got this really cool feature, I think that really puts this over the top, which is it converts it into a what's the word? GIF or GIF?
No, I
It's
mean, there's
2025. I still don't know the right way to say that word.
we've been saying it GIF forever. It'd be hard for us to get change that in our vocabulary, but who knows? I feel like that most people pronounce it GIF. But yeah, that little moving GIF is so powerful because it's not just any GIF, it's a little portion of your video. You don't have to make it. QuickPage makes it in the back end and delivers it through text message and email. So that gets a huge click through. It's not just a link, it's an actual moving GIF. In fact, some people are writing a name on a board like Rich, and you can see it moving a little bit, and they know that it's personalized to you, the customer, not just some video.
Yeah, not just some random, you know, s-
Yeah, or generic or something you didn't spend any
generic
time
thing.
on. This
That's
is
the word I was looking
personal.
for,
I took
generic.
some time. I'm sending you a message. It's personalized. You're going to click through on that one.
All right. Well, I said we just jump straight into the
Yeah,
demo.
yeah. We
I'm gonna open this up for screen sharing for you, Shayna. So if you'll share your screen and walk us through this, I think you'll be
Yep.
sending me some texts as we go through this. So I'll try to show these on my phone.
Yes. And I believe I'm sharing QuickPage right now.
Yep,
Do
we
you,
can see it
okay.
there.
Let me move my bar here. Okay, so this is the QuickPage desktop version. I always like to point out we also have a mobile app because like some sales teams are mobile. They're going from job to job. So the user experience for the desktop and the mobile exactly the same. It truly doesn't matter which way you use it. But for this presentation to make it nice and big for everyone to see it, I'm going to do it on my desktop. I'm just going to pick a random company. We work with a lot of industries, auto, home, you name it. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to record a video as if I just scheduled an appointment for a meeting for a roofing appointment.
Okay.
And I'm going to show you how quick it is to record a video from start to finish, send it to that customer. What I also like to note is when we train, we also help you guys build out templates. So we can help you keep it so simple to have everything you need all in one spot. And all your teammate has to do is record a 30-second video, hit send, they're on to the next. So here's my QuickPage platform. Here's all these videos that our team puts out. If I want to send a video, I'm going to hit the Q over here and create a new page. Now it's only 3 simple steps. You record your video, you plug in your content, you hit share. So I'm going to hit this circle triangle button. Oh, I'm sharing my screen with you, Rich. What would be the best way for me to do this? Because I'm sharing it on the pot on what we're recording, so it's not going to show my video over here. Maybe I can.
Sheena, why don't you just use the phone?
Okay, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, well, I thought we were gonna skip.
Okay, so
All
we
right.
just paused the recording so that we could figure out the technical difficulties. We're going to be doing a screen share here still from your phone that's on the
Yeah.
screen. So go ahead.
Yep, so I'm just going to record the video real quick on my phone. I'll switch over to the desktop. So on this page, 3 simple steps: record your video, plug in your content, hit share. So I'm going to hit this circle triangle button. I'm going to hit record. Now I know for you guys it's going to be sideways just while I record it, but it will straighten out. Hey Rich, this is Shaina over at Stone Grove Roofing. I just want to reach out. I'm the gal that's going to be meeting with you tomorrow to go through that roofing appointment we have scheduled at 2 p.m. So I just want to put a face to the name and introduce myself. Now, before I get out to the home, there is some additional information down below that'll really help you understand our process and what to expect. So go ahead and please look at that. And also, if you have any immediate questions, there is a live chat on the bottom right-hand side of my page. So feel free to reach out to me. Otherwise, I look forward to connecting with you tomorrow. So there is my video, and I'm just going to hit use, and you'll see that video starts to upload. So I always like to point out, our attention spans are pretty small, so let's keep it 30 seconds to a minute. But if you guys want to send a quote and proposal, it's totally okay if that video is 5-10 minutes. We don't have a cap on how long that video can be. So next thing I'm going to do is I am just going to put in a title here. I personally always like to put the word video plus the customer's name because we do see those 2 features helping increase the open rate. So I'm going to say video for Rich, and I will say roof appointment. We'll just do 9/5 at 2 p.m. And that is it. Now, with that, I can also add additional information to the bottom of the page if I want, or I can just hit send right away. So we do have AI built in right here. You'll see that. So you can easily prompt AI to write any kind of message that you want. So if I just prompt it with this first one here, introduce me to a new customer lead, I'm going to hit write. It'll populate that message, grab my information from my QuickPage profile, and I can just click add to page. And that is all I have to do. So I got my video that's about to get loaded in. I've got my title and I've got my content down below. Now, if I do want to add anything else to this page, I can go ahead and do that. Let's say this customer did not schedule a meeting with me yet, and I'm reaching out to that new lead. I can easily go in and add a call to action button to schedule a time with me. So it's a way for us to pre-position and educate that customer. So now when I go to hit share, this video has loaded. I'm going to hit share, and we're going to integrate with your CRM. So your CRM will pull all of your customers right into our tool, so you don't have to go back and forth between multiple systems. So as you'll see, I've already got Rich added in here. I'm going to click add, and down at the bottom right here is how do I want to send it? Well, I want to email Rich and I want to text it. Our text has a 97% open rate, so not only are the customers clicking on it and opening what we sent, they're actually engaging with the content and the education we're providing to them. And then all I have to do is hit share, and now that video is on its way over to you, Rich. So I'm going to switch over to my desktop version now so you can see a larger image. And then, Rich, if you want to show everybody what that GIF looks like when it hits your cell phone, I think that would be really cool.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop sharing real quick. Let's see. Can you stop sharing on your end, please?
Oh, yes, I can.
It'll make it a little bit bigger over here.
I believe I oh, stop sharing. Got it.
There
Okay.
we go. Okay, so here I am. I got the text here. I think you can see that okay. So
Yep,
there's
pretty good. Yeah.
Shayna waving. There's the thing that you just wrote. Let me see if I can get that a little bit closer.
Yep, there you go. Now you can read the message too.
Yeah. All right. So, and then if I click on that, I'll go ahead and click on that to view the video.
Yes.
Then it'll pull this up.
And then what I'm going to want to show on my side is that I can see that you're actively viewing it in real time.
Okay. So go ahead and share that. Let's take a look.
Okay. Share my screen. Share. All right, I got you here.
All right. So show me where it says oh,
Up
Rich is
top of my
watching.
video right here. So as long as you're on that page, I'll see it.
Okay, so just a couple things I want to point out. I've got I'm still looking at this right here on my cell phone, and it not only has the video, let's see, it defaulted muted. Is that correct?
You said it default mutes.
Yeah, so that there's no sound, but it had caption, so I could read it.
Yes, closed
And then
captioning for every video.
if I unmute it, then I can just hear you talk. So that's pretty cool. And then can I assume, just ask you a couple questions about this. Can I assume that you can have any number of standard templatized content of this that you want to pull up that may have links to other things or specific things you want them to know depending on the nature of the contact?
Yeah, and Shana, maybe that's a good time to show how Ryan is presenting his touch points and how many templates he has. Just an idea.
Yeah, well, let me just get a page open. We'll do, let's see, I feel like this one's a good
I was
one.
thinking of the slide, but this works too.
This one?
Yeah, I was thinking of the slide that we
Oh, do
have.
you want to go like
Yeah, I mean that might be, and then you could show them. Just an idea.
okay. Yeah, I can do that.
Okay.
So what I wanted to show you, a few things, Rich, was one, I wanted them to see the moving GIF. I wanted them to see that I know the second you're on my page. And the other thing is I can add more media to this page and it'll instantly pop up on your side. So I can keep building onto this page rather than send, 10 different videos to a customer. I can keep it simple and keep adding onto this page and building out content.
Yeah, and what might
Okay.
what might be kind of interesting, Rich, is if you hold your phone up, and I think you just do it now. What Shayna can do, Shayna, once you add, are you actually on the page there? Go to
Um,
the actual page, and then
let's
Yep,
see.
let
Shayna
me go to the
add
page.
a piece of media. Wait till he gets there. Add a piece of media, and then swap it around in real time. So if on your screen that page you're gonna see update in real time. For example, Shayna
Okay,
just
now
added
it's
something
there.
and now move it over to the first position and you'll actually see it swap in real time on your side. And that's how fast this
Okay.
technology works. It's all real time.
Wow. Very
And
cool.
yeah, so that's something I think is, yeah, would be really cool to show. So I'm going to delete that for now, just so it's back to exactly how it was. But yeah,
And the
All right.
reason for that, Shayna, why do we, real time updates, it helps out a ton. Go ahead, Shayna.
I was going to say, when it comes to like follow-ups, right? I don't want to send another link every time a customer needs something else, or they're like, hey, can you send me a testimonial or a referral or anything like that? Instead, I just keep building onto this page to keep it super simple and not clog up their emails and not clog up their texts.
Okay, so the principle here is that when you set this up, it creates a page, and then that page is dynamically updatable, uh, I'm assuming perpetually into the future. And then if you want to re-text them or re-email them, you can. That's a separate operation, but it will just be in conjunction with this page. Can you have multiple pages per prospect, or is it just a one page per prospect
Yeah, you can
situation?
send as many quick pages as you want to one specific person. But for the simplicity of the customer, and the sales rep. It just seems like a real seamless experience to have everything that they need on like a multimedia playlist.
And we're
Everything
So
all
yeah,
in
we're
one.
seeing companies use it in so many different ways, honestly. It's very versatile. You can even your customer can subscribe to the page. So think about like YouTube. You'd subscribe to YouTube, you get notified if you hit the bell icon, right? Same with QuickPage. They can subscribe to your page and get real-time updates as you update the page with new content.
it'll notify them how.
Yes, it'll notify them by text and email and drag them right back. It'll say Shayna has updated your page with a new video and click them, get them right back to the page. And once again, there's Big Brother stats on this page that is collecting all of the details, all of the
Okay.
activity of the customer at the
So let me
same
ask
time.
you a couple of questions. I understand the utility of recording these for each individual prospect so that it says, Shayna is literally saying, "Hey, Rich, I'm going to be over there tomorrow at 2 o'clock or whatever." I understand that. So keep in mind that I understand that when I ask this question. Can we also have an option to create standardized videos that we send the same one to multiple prospects?
Yeah, Shane is going to show you that. In fact, with larger companies, we actually have a library where you can keep folders and organize folders. So as you update assets in that folder, which is also real time, your team can immediately have access to those new assets and just drop them on the page with a check mark. Boom, they're on the page.
Okay,
So
that's good. Hang on though. You're running ahead of where I'm currently pacing right now. So number one, we can do customized videos. Got it, no problem. That's awesome. But also we have an option. We can send a standardized video to multiple prospects.
yeah, go
So
ahead.
if let's say I'm a sales rep, my name's Rich, and I want to, instead of having to record this video every single time, I can just set the system up so that it's going to automatically send these. I don't even have to physically go in and do it. I can set this up, I'm assuming, on a schedule based on my CRM saying we've got an appointment at 2 o'clock. So 3 hours before the appointment, I want to send X, Y, or Z video.
Yeah, Shane, you could show the templates and even how we can schedule that, maybe.
Yeah, we can schedule ahead, but Rich, we can also set up automation. So as long as the CRM has that open API, we have teams that
Okay.
automate those to go
So
out.
instead of showing me that, because I think it's pretty well understood what that means, I'd rather just bust through some questions here. Okay.
Okay.
So it can be set up, it can be automated. Got that. Is it possible that you can set up an automation, like a global automation, so that every time, we're going to run a sales appointment, it's going to, send out X or Y or Z video. We've already established that. Is there a function to where the system can notify me as the salesperson that, hey, it's 3 hours before the sales meeting or whatever, 2 hours, 1 hour, whatever you define. Do you want the system to send the standard message, or would you like to record a personalized message?
Yeah, actually, we built that out for automotive, and it translates really well into this. And that's exactly right, Rich. I mean, that was one of the sort of an advanced thing we did, which is really smart. So, yeah, you can have it all standardized like this with a generic video with a notification that goes to sales rep that page is about to send if they'd like to update. If they don't have time for it, obviously it's good. We know that, but they can
Yeah.
jump,
So
delete
how does
that.
that work? So it notifies me, hey, would you like to send out a personalized, or you want the generic one to go out? And then I'm assuming there's like a default. If I don't respond, then at some predetermined time, it just goes ahead and
Yes,
sends out the generic.
that's right.
Okay. Um, so now let's go to a different use case. And these are all very similar use cases, but the nuance is what I'm really trying to get at. So what I would want to do with this ideally is set up some kind of a automated system to where the lead comes in, and let's say that there's 2 days before. So today is Friday, and let's say that the sales appointment's going to be Sunday or Monday. Let's Probably Monday. Okay. So I'd like to be able to set up the system to where it will send 5 different videos via text message and email between now, which is 10 a.m. on Friday, and 7 p.m. on Monday. So there's like some time in there. Okay. So I'm assuming the system can very easily set that up. That seems like a pretty standard thing. There's a bunch of tools that can do stuff like that. That is really not that hard. But then what's going to happen is this. Let's say that I send a message that says, "Hey, we set the appointment. Thanks for, having us into your home." The video goes out. Then when the next video goes out, which is one that talks about something that's very unique to our business, which is, let's say, our glass breakage warranty if I'm a window company. Hey, just wanted you to know when we come out, we're going to talk about our glass breakage warranty. If anything happens to the glass in your window, if a kid, hits a ball through it or the lawnmower throws a rock, no matter what, you don't ever have to pay. Our warranty covers it automatically. All you have to do is call us up. There's no loopholes, there's no fine print. Just wanted you to know that before we come out. It's something that really sets us apart. Boom. So that's the second one that goes out. Let's say it goes out tomorrow at, 10 a.m. or something like that. So I'm assuming that I can set this up to where that now goes to the top position on the page, and then it'll push the previous video down to the second position, and then the third position, the fourth position, etc., as that series rolls out. Is that true?
No, it's not really set up like that. It's not a bad idea. There's a huge our roadmap goes out. We can't even see the end of it for what we want to do with this tool, but it's not quite set up like that right now. Some people will schedule like different pages for different
I
scenarios.
don't I don't see that being a huge problem. That falls under the category of nice to have because at the end of the day, I'm the kind of guy that wants to have multiple touch points between now and the meeting, okay? And even potentially after the meeting, a secondary series that goes out, either confirming that they made a good decision when they decided to buy, or trying to get them to buy if they didn't buy, But on the front end, I'm a multiple touch point kind of guy. And I advise my clients to be a multiple touch point kind of guy or gal because my belief is that as long as the touch point is relevant, interesting, and worthwhile, then people are going to engage with it. If it's just like, "Hey, our appointment's on Monday, can't wait to see you," and then later that day, "Hey, we're going to be there Monday." Well, that's stupid. Nobody wants to hear that. But if I talk about my glass breakage warranty and then maybe 8 hours later I come with another text, "Hey, just another thing I wanted you to know. We've got what we call a no tricks, no pressure sales agreement." A lot of home improvement companies, they come out there, they put your arm up behind your back. They push it up there, put a lot of pressure on you. Did you know that these guys go to week-long sales boot camps? That's not what we do over here at XYZ Remodeling. What we do is we send I'm going to come out. I'm not a salesperson. I'm a consultant. I'm going to help you understand what your choices are. I'm going to show you the colors. I'm going to show you the different price ranges. I'm going to give you a solid quote. It won't change later. And then I'm just going to step back and let you decide. If you want to do business with us, we'd be honored to have you as a customer. If you don't want to do business with us, or if you need more time to decide, hey, no problem. We can part as friends. But I just want you to know there's going to be no sales pressure. Boom, it
Yep.
goes out. So I want to hit them with these multiple messages. So if it has the ability to stack those on the page, awesome. But if it doesn't, I don't really care as long as I can use this tool to schedule and send out those multiple touch points.
Yep. Yep. And we've got some companies out there that are using it in a very creative way. I'm thinking of Ryan Schutt. I think he's a mutual friend of ours.
Yeah, I know, Ryan.
Yep, yep. Maybe Shana, you can talk about his touch points and how he uses
Yeah.
that makes
And
sense, Rich. I don't know where you want to go exactly from here, but
yeah, I can actually share a screen. And I can you see this now, guys?
Yes,
My screen?
yes.
Cool. So just to kind of put it in a larger perspective, this is what the customer is receiving, that moving GIF in their text and in their emails. What we see is an increase in 33% in engagement by doing something so unique and personalized as this. As I already mentioned, our text open rates sit at 97%. So there's so much benefit to not just emailing campaigns and sending videos, but also texting them. And not only are they opening them, but 83% are actually engaging with the content we're sharing. So the case study we did, here's just kind of an example of all those use cases that companies use QuickPage for from start to finish. So it starts as simple as cold outreach, content sharing, education, trying to convert a new lead, right? There's so many competitors out there. So what do you do to stand apart from everyone else? From there, it's that initial appointment confirmation. How do we warm up that customer? How do we pre-educate them? How do we get them to feel a little bit more comfortable and feel a little bit more understanding of what we do? So when we show up at the home, we reduce the amount of cancellations we see. From there, we've got that pre-appointment sales rep introduction. A lot of people are afraid to have some random person come out to their home that they have no idea who it is. So that sales rep intro right there is going to humanize the experience, put a face to the name so they know who to expect for that appointment. From there, we've got teams that'll send post-appointment follow-ups as well as proposals and quotes. If you're not able to close that deal on the spot, what better way to send a quote than not just an attachment in an email, but a video walking through everything that you had talked through during that meeting, because it is a lot of information, and buttoning it up really nice and neat, recapping it with a video of that sales rep walking through start to finish that quote. From there, we got teams that have change orders. They got to make adjustments to the quote and proposal. So sending a video with that change order is another touch point. And then the last two you'll see that we have teams using are re-engaging inactive leads, trying to drum up new business, as well as thank you videos. Thanks for our business. So we get repeat customers, as well as asking for reviews and referrals. I only got slides, I believe I want to show you, Rich, and this is our case study from Ryan Schutt at Southwest Exteriors. He's been using QuickPage for over 2 years now. So for him, he was sitting at a cancellation rate on appointments around an average of 20 to 25%. With the incorporation of video into his process and also using assignment selling within this video, he got his cancellations down to a low rate of 8 to 10%. So it was a massive decrease in cancellations because he started building trust and rapport before that sales rep even walked up to that door. From there, he was also able to increase his demo rate. So a successful demo held. It was within the scope of work. We had both spouses there. All of those checkpoints were good, and he increased his demo rates 27%. And that truly comes to the power of, again, building that trust and rapport, humanizing it, and pre-educating that customer so they know exactly what to expect when that sales rep shows up at the home. And then lastly, Ryan's team went from a close rate of 33% to 45%. So he had a 12% increase in the amount of deals he was able to close by really revamping his sales process and personalizing every step of the way from start to finish when all of his competitors are nowhere near that realm of what he's doing.
Okay, so just to be clear for the audience, this is a tool that will eliminate the need for, let's say, Hatch or other similar tools to that. Is that correct?
So Hatch is it's like a texting platform. A lot of the companies we work with have their own texting platform. So what we do have a texting platform, right? So some people will just eliminate what they've got and they'll use QuickPage. And then we have other teams that say, hey, I want the two to work together. And so that's when we'll look at an open API, what integrations are available. Like for example, Ring Central. We got a team I just spoke to yesterday about that, where we can use the videos and put them within the conversation of Ring Central. So it's a case by case basis that we work through with each person.
Okay. So this could potentially work in conjunction with a third party Hatch type service, um, or it could work instead of, depending on the specific use
But yeah,
case.
depending on the needs that each have. I
I mean,
will
I'm
say on
assuming,
the page side, we can do anything, right? We own the product, we've got the APIs, we're willing to always do that. What we see on the other side is just what does that other vendor have available for an API for us to
I'm
connect to?
assuming you can send a non-video text message.
Yeah, for sure. Yes, you can.
I mean, that seems like a reasonable thing. Based on the way your product works, I mean, I could actually see that somebody was in there watching the video, and I could then, through your platform, send them a text message. Like, might be a little creepy. It's like, hey, see you're watching my video. Not
Yeah,
that you
you
would want to
totally
do that
can. I do it.
precisely. Okay. Okay. I'm just trying to figure out why you would want to not just use this. Because let me say it slightly differently. Let's say I'm using Hatch. And look, Hatch is a fine tool. I think a lot of people out there are familiar with it because they've been around for a long time in this industry. And I think people would go, yeah, it's a good tool. Okay. But it won't do the video thing. Like it just won't. So yours will do basically everything theirs will do plus video. Theirs won't do video. So
Yeah, I think the thing about
that's
it
the
is,
reason I wanted you on this podcast because I'm drawing this conclusion that this actually can take the place of some, this is like a more advanced version of some things that exist out there.
Yeah, and we just want to be very we want to be flexible and versatile and meet the companies where they're at. You know, some want to just keep some process in place and we just grow with them. That's what we've seen. Like we can come in and we're still evolving as a company and we're still working on our integrations and features and that'll never end obviously, but it gives us some flexibility with the company to sort of meet them where they're at. If they want to take us on that in that way, we can do it. If they want to leave things in place, we can do that as well.
Okay, so I think probably a pretty common use case would be to use this product in just in conjunction with their normal CRM's follow-up abilities.
Yeah, we want to integrate with their CRM for sure.
Well, in other words,
Our
they would
CRM
maybe prior to getting you guys on board, they wouldn't necessarily be using somebody like Hatch. They would just be saying, "Hey, my CRM will send out automated text messages, automatic emails," and you're going to look at that and go, "Great, let's now integrate video-based text messages and emails in with what you're already doing using our
into their
tool."
CRM. They don't have to change their CRM. We don't want to take over their CRM.
Right.
We want to be a
Okay.
part of it and communicate back and forth. So we report everything to the CRM to make it really easy. Once again, like Shana had shown on the demo, all those contacts are right within QuickPage, which reports back to the CRM. So you don't have to hop back and forth.
Okay, so hopefully all the podcast listeners right now are understanding why I wanted to do the video demo on this podcast. So you'll need to go over to the YouTube version to see that. If you're on the audio version of the podcast right now, just look down in the comments and it'll give you the link to the YouTube version of this. I want to land the plane here and talk about how much it costs. Before we do that, though, is there anything else in terms of major features that we haven't covered yet that would be worth mentioning before we
There's so
kind of
many things
start
you can do
explaining?
with QuickPage, but I mean, you've got the definitely the 101. We want to keep it very simple. As you can see, you can make a page in literally 90 seconds, a personalized page. We want to keep it very simple on the surface. If you dig deeper, there's features I forgot about, to be honest with you. I mean, there's a lot of workflows you can put together. Um,
Okay,
there's
so the 30-second sales pitch on this is it's a video-based messaging platform, but it's not just that it's a video. It's a video that A allows you to automatically, without any effort, create the GIF, which is a huge element of this. But then also the way that it operates by creating these pages, hence quick pages, is going to be very robust and versatile, give you a lot of flexibility in what you're doing with this. So yeah, I'm recapping it like that because I don't want people to hear this and go, okay, so it sends a video. Well, maybe I'll just create a video and I'll just create a link to the video. No, this is a lot different. It's a lot more powerful. So I think the next step is going to be for folks to do a demo with you. If that, I mean, that's I can't imagine somebody wanting to buy this without going through a demo with you.
it doesn't happen too often.
So how do you what's the best way to do the demo? I've got your web page up here. Let me go ahead and share my screen and I'll just let people see this to give a visual. So
We
we've
can
got
Shana to, or yeah, you can
yes, so
go.
you go over here to QuickPage, click on free trial. I'm assuming that's the best way to make this happen.
I would say book a demo, go to that link, and our site's about ready to get updated. We've been chopping wood. It's embarrassing
I
sometimes to
understand
look at.
that. All
I
right,
would
so
go
that's
back,
just going to be kind of
uh,
a contact thing.
and then there's at the top, there's
Um,
book a demo you can see in the navigation.
Look at demo. Okay, right there. Put a load peak for settling into a place called a home. All right, quick page demo, set a time, kind of a standard form here. Okay, that makes sense. Uh,
It's
so let's
quickpage.io.
talk about pricing.
Mm-hmm.
Should I click pricing or is this, let's see what happens.
You won't get team pricing here. Shane can go through the pricing.
All right, go for it.
Yeah, so we have individual user accounts that's what you'll see on our website. However, when we talk about a team account, that comes with a whole heck of a lot that you don't get on the individual users. So think about the CRM integration, setting up automations, having a dedicated customer success manager who's going to train your team, help set up templates, make sure you guys hit the ground running. So there's a lot that comes into our team account. As far as like try to give you like a scope, right? We usually do at the lowest, a team of five. From there, we go up to up to enterprise, right?
Okay,
What
so
I
let's say
like
five. Five would be like for five salespeople, right?
Yes, exactly. So it's not based on anything other than how many users you have. So our platform's unlimited. Send as many videos as you want, do as much as you want with it. It's
Okay,
just
so
how many users.
got it. Who needs to be a user? So salespeople obviously need to be a user. Who, like administratively, needs to be counted as a user?
So anyone that's using the video tool to communicate with people, they would want to be a user. We always give one admin access for free. So say you've got someone that's like, hey, I just want to manage the team. I just want to see what they're doing and hold them accountable. We give you that seat for free.
Okay. And how, so let's talk about it in terms of five users.
Yeah, for
What's that going to
sure.
run me? I'm a
Yeah,
roofing
so
company. I've got five users. How much am I paying you guys?
perfect. So pricing for 5 users, it's 697 a month, paid on a quarterly basis with an annual agreement. That's our
Wow,
first,
$6.97. That's really
I
cheap.
know we wanted to keep it low,
right?
for the simple
The
price of.
steal.
Okay, so
So we,
$697 for five. What if I'm at 10? Then how much is it?
yeah, let me pull that up as well.
I assume that you get a little bit of a
And
break the bigger
actually,
you
it's
go.
It's good to note that as you go up, there's discounts, right? So the more volume you have, the more discount. So for example, for 10 users, 959 959 a month paid quarterly. But I do also like to point out a lot of our teams sign up annually because we always give a really nice discount up front for any annual contracts. And then we also sometimes make breaks on the installation fee as well. But
How much
10
is the
users
installation
a
fee
month,
normally? What's
959.
what's
What's that?
typical installation? What's the typical
Yep,
onboarding or installation?
597.
Who came up with these prices? 959, 597.
They're just fun to say, right?
Rich, the hashtag startup life, man. Everything's changing and evolving.
Well, so let's talk about that for a minute. Startup life. You guys initially put this together for the automotive industry, and then I mean, you just showed us Ryan. He's been on this for 2 years as a remodeling company. Is that about the lifespan of the remodeling side of your business? A couple years?
And remodeling is, I mean, it's still fairly new to us. We cut our teeth in automotive. We've been around for 8 years, and it was boot camp. A lot of it's probably getting a software started in automotive is one of the hardest things you can do. We got some great traction. We're partnered with a lot of the OEMs, but we were kind of shoved into the industry space, and I'm glad we were because it's been a breath of fresh air. Quite the contrast from automotive in many ways, but. Yeah, we're
I made a
growing in.
decision in about 1998. Literally,
Oh,
1998. Yeah, I'm good. I don't really need to work with the automotive industry. Those guys, not
I
really
didn't
my
know you.
favorite guys.
I didn't know you. I see. I love automotive, but there's a lot of resistance in many ways with the turnover and management, and I could go on and on. They don't do contracts. They don't pay for it. I mean, I could spend a lot of time. I do love those guys. I have a lot of friends there, and we're still growing in automotive, but this is a different beast, and we have been just so excited about how we've been embraced in this industry, and we're loving it. I'm really enjoying the new direction or the additional direction.
All right. Well, go to quickpage.io if you'd like to learn more about this. You can sign up for a free trial or book a demo or see an example. There's lots of options. You'll go on there, you'll see them. If you'd like to get the demo, then just click the book a demo part of that. And who's doing the demo? Is it Shana? They'd be talking to you?
Yep.
Yeah, I had a feeling that Shana was going to be
It
the
will be
person on
me.
that demo.
Be me.
Okay, well, fantastic. I'll give you the last word. Anything else you want to say about this before we call it a day?
No, I think that probably it can be intimidating for some companies. Just know that we know that every company is a snowflake, and our support is second to none. We're going to guide you the entire way. We're going to help turn your ship around. Look, video's not going away anytime soon. It's only growing in momentum. And if you're not doing video now, eventually you'll kind of be forced into a corner to do video, 'cause you won't be able to compete without it. We're excited to help. Please reach out, and yeah, we look forward to getting to know you.
Yeah, I said I was going to give you the last word. I'm going to actually add a last word. You showed a demo with Ryan Schutt. I don't know if everybody knows who he is. I know he's quite well known in the industry. I don't know precisely how to rank Ryan in terms of influential people in the remodeling industry. I would certainly put him at a bare minimum in the top 100, probably more like the top 50. The guy's been around forever. He grew, what was it, Leaf Guard, I think, from something small to something ridiculously huge. Now he's the CEO of, what is it, South? Southwest Exteriors or something like that.
Yes.
Yep.
Uh, and I'm bringing this up just to provide a little bit of credibility for you guys. Ryan's not the kind of guy that's going to be, riding shotgun with some stupid thing that, you know, isn't making a huge difference and performing as it's supposed to. So uh, I just want to add that. I don't want people to hear that you used to be in automotive and now you're kind of transitioning for the last couple of years over into this. It's not a tire kick situation. You guys have not put a toe into the water to see
Yep.
if it's
Thank
warm
you.
over here. You guys did a cannonball into this pool and it's happening. So look these guys up and I don't have any doubt that you, audience, will be hearing more from me about this product in the future. It's really cool. It's worthwhile. By the way, I'm going to give this my official stamp of approval. I have a stamp of approval that I only give out. I would say I give this stamp of approval out about 25% of the time that I have somebody like you who's got a product, some tech stack kind of thing. The stamp of approval is the you would be stupid not to do this stamp of approval.
Wow.
So there we
Honored.
go. You would have to be stupid
Woo!
not to do this. Like, I want to know, please send me an email with your detailed bullet point list that you came up with from ChatGPT telling me why you're not going to do this, and then I'll refute it because I can't think of a reason why you wouldn't do this. It is so clearly, obviously better than other options that are out there because of the video component of it, that if you don't do this, you're just stupid. So there you go. You got the official stamp.
Rich, thank you,
Talk to you
man.
guys later.
That's very nice. See ya.